Hello everyone and welcome back to some more gossip featuring NIKKE. So, at the current time of recording, I have pretty much 2 days left to do any last minute grind preparation before hopefully trying to MLB Summer Cinderella and Summer Marciana. In terms of my pull resources, I currently have a little over 100 pulls worth in terms of gems. And when it comes to the TFS skin here, I'm pretty much at the last milestone for it, but I have to wait until the server reset occurs so I can do some more missions and then get that last milestone, which will then yield not only her skin but the other rewards, including another multi of advanced recruit vouchers, which will bring me to 60 in total. So once the pass is fully complete, between that and the gems I have, I'll have 160 pulls, but I want more. Specifically like 200 plus, because I feel like that will give me better chance of potentially, hopefully, if luck is on my side, MLBing Cinderella and Marciana. So, let the campaign grind begin. And aside from grinding campaign chapters finally, I will also be able to do episode even to get more gems as well. And I'll also be able to do some lost sectors for the complete chapters, so there will be some gems to get there too. And since I left off and doing some hard mode grind, after what seemed like forever, I finally actually defeated Mother Whale of hard mode chapter 22. And the team I was able to use to beat Mother Whale was specifically was specifically this team of Crown, Naga, Rappy Red Hood, Neon Visionite, and Anise Star. And how I was essentially able to beat them with this team, this is pretty much their stats currently. And each of them had like a specific cube on at the time. Well, aside from Neon, hers is currently unequipped, but aside from that, and whatever, and the stat bonuses from their Overlord gear, what I essentially was doing was I manually controlled Neon and specifically target the summoning ports, the 3 on the right side and the left side. And in the first burst rotation, I had Crown burst, whilst I was using Neon to target the ports. Then once the ports on the right hand side, or to my right hand side, were destroyed, then I focused on the ones on the left. But then when the next burst rotation came around, I used Naga's burst, and I guess that more or less worked, because once all the summoning ports were destroyed, Mother Whale pretty much got KO'd instantly afterwards. So, and I managed to get up to pretty much the boss of chapter 25 of hard mode, but which is Fingers, but I'm struggling against him right now. So my team kind of needs to get stronger, I think, so I can actually just more or less overpower the boss. But to make the grind a little quicker in terms of completing the campaign, we're going to specifically focus on, we're going to go through the main campaign chapters on story mode. We're going to do them on story mode first. So I have specifically just the battles that have the story cutscenes with them. Get those done. Then, after completing a few of the campaign chapters, then I'll off screen, I'll go back through those campaign chapters on normal, so I can get all those other fights done, get all the bonus rewards from that, the lost records and such. And I'll possibly also do the lost sectors that get unlocked off screen as well. And then once I think I'm at a comfortable point in terms of gems, then pretty much before Cinderella's banner disappears especially, we're going to hopefully try to MLB Summer Cinderella before her banner leaves until next year. But with all that explanation out of the way, let's see about resuming the main campaign, starting off with chapter 27. So, in terms of where we left off in the main campaign, we were about to actually pretty much begin exploring what I believe is the crystal region. Given the fact that there's this doorway surrounded by a bunch of crystals with like circuitry within them. So,
did you want a greater fire?
Plus, we should also be encountering a new bonus squad coming around, which I believe Elegg is a part of, and then a couple NPC NIKKEs, if I am correct. And I think we'll go ahead and use more or less a kind of a special team for the occurrence. Yeah, I'll use this team. But I think I'll switch out Helm for the moment and bring along I guess I'll bring along Neon.
Moving out.
But yeah, as far as I'm aware, I think from what I remember seeing on story mode, even all the way into like chapter 40 or whatnot, the combat power of the enemies is like very, very weak. Which is very helpful for those who want to catch up on the story.
There are too many of them.
Oh, and speaking of whom, here's one of the first new characters, Hammering.
All the raptures in the vicinity must have been alerted by these ones.
I'm sorry.
And then there's her, which I believe her name is Liveryn?
I tried to be careful, but apparently it didn't work.
Didn't we say we were gonna get off somewhere safe and hoof it for the rest of the journey?
Oh, that's right. Sorry, it completely slipped my mind. You should have heard yourself, Hammering. You were sawing logs like nobody's business.
Yep, and there's Elegg.
Huh. I was? I usually don't snore, but I guess I got comfortable.
I think your snoring was louder than the scooter engine. That's probably why the raptures came running.
Was it really that bad?
No, it wasn't.
Why didn't you wake me up?
I kept saying we should, but Liveryn was all like, no, we shouldn't do that, and stopped me. And look where we are now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Hammering is definitely the most expressive so far.
Don't apologize. I take it as a point of pride that you felt so comfortable on Blue Hurricane. You also must have been really pooped to be able to fall asleep while we're up on the surface. It's all good.
Okay.
I'm sensing an opening in the ranks at 4 o'clock. Hammering, can you bust through it? You bet I can.
I'm gonna pound these chumps into dust.
Hammering hurls herself toward the raptures.
Shouldn't we take it easy? We fired off the signal flare, so help should be coming soon. If it means taking out more raptures, then I'm all for her doing her thing. Is that how you feel? Yes? Sorry, I didn't mean to be argumentative. Don't worry about it. When can we expect the counters anyway? I feel like it's been a while since we let off that flare. Based on our distance from Reclamation Site 01, if they're operating on an ordinary response time, they should be visible right about now.
Rapture spotted. Visual confirmation on 3 NIKKEs.
Yep, there they
How
are.
they managed to get themselves completely surrounded? Let's hurry and rescue them. You're good at this. It's what I do.
Yeah. Come to think of it, if I had a niece on this team along with Neon, pretty much would be a whole time travel in terms of the counters. Given the fact that by this point in the campaign, everyone has their, well, by the latest chapters and such, everyone pretty much has their overspec upgrades. Which, speaking of overspec upgrades, one thing I actually wanted to bring up is that literally about the time that I was actually recording story 2 of Wait to You, Shift Up actually dropped the announcement of the upgrade versions of, so far, Laplace and Maxwell being the next banners. So I'm like, oh yeah, and if anyone by chance went through all their gems and vouchers to pull for Cinderella and Marciana, yikes, they are definitely going to be hurting in terms of resources. But thankfully, since those two are most likely not going to be limited, they can just probably get skipped, and I can just add them to the wish list later.
Reloading.
But aside from that, there was technically at this point, there hasn't been any sort of reveal in terms of the banner for Drake. But I'm pretty sure Drake's banner is going to come out, so it's going to be kind of akin to the upgraded Absolute Squad's banners. It's just going to more or less happen at a later point, I'm sure. And yeah, after looking at Cinderella again, I can indeed confirm that the sunglasses that Cinderella had for her summer outfit are the same as with this outfit. So I thought they were the same sunglasses.
Thanks for saving our necks back there. Are you the counters? Nice to meet you.
There's a little bit of a glitch there. Senti?
Oh.
Nope.
You know Senti?
Yeah, that is not Senti.
She's my role model.
Not surprising.
Thank you. You really got us out of a jam.
You guys sure are good at fighting. You really live up to your reputation.
Shifty, please confirm their identity.
Okay, just a moment. Could you all look at the screen for a moment?
Ah, so you're the operator? Is this the screen I'm supposed to look at?
Yes, just for 3 seconds.
Ow! Oh, that hurts my eyes.
You better familiarize yourself with electronic devices.
It's not like I don't try. I just can't get used to them.
Done. These are the 3 who were sent to join you.
Okay, thank you. I'm Rappy, and this is Anise and Neon. We're from the Counter Squad. Oh, trust me, we know your names. You guys are super famous. What an honor to finally meet the Counters in person.
Yeah. Especially after the long gap in time between Chapter 26 and now. Well, for me, in terms of actually going through the chapters.
Well, I don't think getting along will be much of an issue with us.
Could you give us your names and affiliations? I'm Liveryn from Pathfinder.
Okay, so Liveryn is how her name is pronounced.
Inside the Ark, I'm usually in charge of deliveries. But for this exploration mission, I'll be in charge of navigation.
But we have a map.
The map is only meant to be used as a guideline. I presume she'll be determining which specific routes we take based on it. She'll also be formulating potential escape routes in case of any emergencies. Wow, impressive! I was wondering how to explain why a delivery driver is perfect for this mission. And you just nailed it. Thanks. You guys are the real deal. Thanks.
I'm Hammering, from the Hammer and Drill Squad. If you're gonna be exploring the Crystal region, then you don't want to be without a miner like myself.
Yeah, so there's the confirmation of the Crystal region, though I believe it was also mentioned by name in the last chapter as well.
Whether it's busting up obstacles or mineral analysis, I'm your man.
Not exactly the most original name. Is the other member's name Drilly?
Huh? How'd you know?
I'm pretty sure that was just a joke. But apparently her name is actually that.
Talk about a lack of imagination.
Yeah.
I'm Elegg from the Electric Shock Squad. My forte is anything related to electronic devices.
Are we expected to run into lots of electronics where we're going?
Yeah. So I guess I thought about this prior to recording that I think this is actually technically our introduction to Elegg. I thought the introduction to Elegg happened in like an earlier event, not so much this chapter.
You never know. Don't forget that humans used to reign supreme on the surface.
I see. There could be a lot of old facilities and stuff like that hanging around.
Precisely. How cool would it be if I waltzed into a factory, worked my magic, and got it back up and running again?
Wowee! Even imagining it gets me all excited.
You think so?
Alright. Now that we're finished with the introductions, you should all return to the reclamation site. I'll brief you on the upcoming operation there.
On to greater firepower!
Let's see, anything over here to grab? Not yet. I imagine this spot is going to be for a lost relic in the campaign's normal mode.
It is not becoming to rush. I will go slowly. Let's quickly wrap this up and go play in the water!
During the exploration mission, Liveryn, Hammering, and Elegg will become temporary members of the Commando Squad. The commander will retain command as usual. Your goal is to explore what we are referring to as the Crystal Region. As you can tell from the name, it is a place covered with mysterious crystals.
Yep. And if I'm correct, some of said crystals in this region are that, like, energy-consuming parasite crystals.
The area is quite extensive, so there is a high chance it might take some time for us to fully explore it. However, spending too much time exploring at this stage is not ideal. So, you'll be conducting a cursory investigation.
What are we looking for while we're there?
Other than rough topographical formations, the map doesn't provide any specific information, so we're short on details at the moment. However, considering the nature of the area, collecting the crystals would make the most sense. Even so, they should not be harvested recklessly without prior consideration. Only collect the crystals that you deem pose no risk.
And how do we assess the risk?
I'll handle that. Minerals and I get along swimmingly. One glance is all I'll need to tell you if it's dangerous or not.
You look like someone who could do that sort of thing.
So, in summary, you are to explore it as wide an area as possible. And if it is determined that there is no risk, you will collect some crystals and return to the base. That's all.
Sounds simple enough.
I honestly thought it'd be something way more out there.
Since this is an unknown area, even the central government is exercising caution. The other reason for increased wariness is due to how each of you are very important and valuable personnel.
Gosh, what a compliment!
We should get going straight away.
Yes.
One more thing before you leave.
What is it?
You must leave a minimum of 2 squad members at Reclamation Site 01.
Really?
What?
This seems like an odd request. As a contingency plan, I presume?
That and other reasons, yes.
I have, yeah, those other reasons are what kind of concern me.
In theory, the optical camouflage is a dependable safety measure. But this is the first time we're using it out in the field. You might encounter new variations of raptors who can see through the optical camouflage. It's also imperative that you are able to tend to any members who become cut off from the group during your search. If this place is left unattended, you'll be caught with your pants down if anything unexpected were to crop up.
Who should stay?
Denise and I will stay. Of course, I'd prefer that all of us go together, but this is the situation we're in.
Yeah, due to circumstances, we are in kind of a tight spot.
Besides, these three have been dispatched here due to their proficiency in exploration. We, on the other hand, have no such skills in that particular area. And unlike Rappy, we're not incredible at everything we do.
Neon.
So it makes the most sense for the two of us to stay.
Well, this is awkward.
Huh?
Neon's right. Fighting is what she and I excel at. We'll stay here and hold down the fort. You all stay safe out there and come back, you hear? If anything happens, shoot us a message or fire off a signal flare. Okay?
But
Commander, please don't say anything more and just go. Please?
and he slightly pushes me towards the door.
Go. Hurry.
Be careful, everyone.
That's enough from you two. Go and get your things.
But
We're going together. This is unexplored territory for us. I wouldn't dream of going there without you.
what if things go south here?
This is an important place.
Shifty, can I entrust you with monitoring this place?
I figured this was what would happen. Fine. But I won't be able to provide as much support as usual. Will that be okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Very well then. Leave it to me.
Are you sure about this? This is the first piece of land we've managed to reclaim in a century. It'd be a real waste if we lost it again.
I'm not worried about it. We'll just reclaim it again.
Wow.
So cool.
Huh? What did you say?
Anise, Neon, get ready as quickly as possible. We're going as a team.
Well, if you insist, then who are we to refuse?
And here I was thinking I was gonna get some rest.
I'll be ready in a jiffy.
I'll be sure to pack lots of snacks, too.
Let us get off to a beautiful start.
In terms of the amount of gems I want to theoretically grind to, ideally, I feel 200 plus pulls worth of gems and vouchers in total probably would be a decent safety net, but I don't know, I feel like just more or less utilizing time to grind as much as I can within the time frame that I do have, and more or less get more story, more or less experience more of the campaign and get more progress done, especially so I can get my team stronger.
Story this was.
And then,
Pleased with it.
more or less once I reach a point where I think I'm kind of comfortable in terms of the amount of gems, then I'll see about doing pulls. And like I said, I'll have access to the lost sectors that become unlocked after completing certain campaign chapters. And then also, I also still have some bond story clips I can see and experience to then get some gems that way as well. So once I feel like I've accumulated enough resources,
I knew that.
then I'll see about doing polls for Cinderella and Marciana, and hopefully I can MLB both of them before I essentially run out of resources. But it's going to be easier said than done, especially given the fact that Cinderella's banner is again a 1% banner.
It's a greater firepower.
And I'm at least going to be getting some gems through playing on story mode because of the milestones, or more or less achievements for main campaign. So how many we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 7, including the boss.
Encounter.
But yeah, I know that on story mode, which is more or less NIKKE's.
According to the map, the area with the crystals is not too far from here.
But yeah, from what I did see, thanks to I Am Equinox, during his struggles with getting Nayuta and Liberalio, more specifically Nayuta, he did a little visual comparison between story mode and normal. And yeah, the overall combat power of the very first encounter on story mode in chapter 40 or 41, I think, the combat power is only a little over 10k. So progressing through the campaigns on story mode is going to be a breeze. Normal mode's probably going to be another story, especially in hard mode more so. And all in all, it's just going to take time.
That doesn't mean, however, that it's necessarily close. Liveryn will determine the route and guide you.
Calling it a route is a bit generous. We'll just be doing some light walking.
I have a question. When we're up on the surface, aren't we typically part of a squad?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, that's pretty much the norm.
But you came up all alone.
Hey, you're right. That is a bit unusual. Is there any special reason for that?
My colleague Drilly is currently working a long-term gig. It's part-time, but the pay is out of this world, which you don't see every day, so she can't up and quit.
Yeah, I want to say there may potentially be more NPC NIKKEs I will come across. I know I've seen imagery of them, of said NPC NIKKEs. And I believe they actually do make an appearance later on in these chapters, I think. Based on still images I've seen.
If she requested to take time off, she might not be able to come back to that job.
You're telling me a part-time job is more important than this mission?
Yep.
I don't understand.
What about you, Elegg? Why did you come along?
The Electric Shock Squad isn't really a tight-knit group. All of our areas of expertise are different, and none of us have particularly good social skills.
I want to say the Electric Shock Squad, if I'm correct. I forget if Troni is part of her squad. I want to say she is, but I forget if she is. I know usually it's especially with the arcade's intro cutscene, it was Elegg, Exia, and Troni together. So I want to say they're part of the same squad, but I could be wrong.
So, we operate alone whenever possible. If we were to attempt to move together, it would only become more chaotic. I can understand where you're coming from.
It was total pandemonium whenever I used to move around with both Matisse and Absolute. They were always talking. So much that I had to set them straight.
That's rich coming from you. Anyway, what about you, Liveryn?
Me? Sorry to disappoint, but I'd rather not say. It's rather personal. I hope you don't mind.
That's fine. You don't need to share anything you're not comfortable with.
Did all three of you volunteer for this job?
Yes. We talked a lot on the way here. I don't remember all the details, but suffice to say that the going is getting tough for every one of us. One small misstep, and we might be headed straight to the scrap heap.
What are you talking about?
There's no work to go around.
The Hammer and Drill Squad specializes in mining.
Correct. The only thing is that all the available ore veins nearby and natural resources have been extracted. Groups like Mighty Tools focus on construction, so they're fine. There are always old buildings that need to be demolished and rebuilt. But the same can't be said for us. Once a mine has been tapped, that's the end of the story. In fact, there was a time our squad didn't have a single task for an entire month. We could disappear into thin air and it wouldn't make a difference.
So that's why the part-time gig is so important to drilling.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So you volunteered for this because you needed a job?
Correct again. New lands mean new work opportunities. On top of that, a region which is rich in crystals is a place where a mining expert like me could really flourish.
Maybe, but again, some of the crystals in the crystal region are not really all that friendly to interact with.
I'll be able to eat the finest food and buy the latest power tool models. That's why I volunteered.
It's always stressful when work dries up.
Have you also had times when work was hard to come by?
Me? Oh, yes. We're a transportation squad, but in truth, we're little more than glorified delivery drivers. These days, that work falls to delivery robots and drones. They don't make any human errors, and they do it safely and quickly. There's no reason to continue using us, where there's the chance of an occasional slip-up. Not to mention that we tend to be much slower than them. Everyone always talks about how machines are going to take our jobs away, but I never expected it to happen to me.
Given modern climate, especially in terms of AI, yeah, that definitely speaks volumes.
Then again, we're machines too, so I guess it's machines taking away another machine's job.
Ironic.
Oh, the same. You seem to be doing pretty well for yourself.
Are you kidding? You'd be hard-pressed to find as penurious a NIKKE as me.
But your scooter seems to be maintained pretty well. And you're always wearing the latest fashions. You're decked out head to toe in clothing that's both fashionable and serves a purpose. Hey, you're right! Isn't that a new top from Octopus?
Never heard of that company before.
Consider it a business investment. If we dressed like bums, we'd get even fewer delivery jobs.
So, where do you get the money for this investment?
There are still some people who don't want to entrust their deliveries to robots. Loyal customers of mine.
I don't get it. Why use you when robots are objectively better?
Well...
It doesn't make any sense.
Hold on, I feel vibrations. Shifty.
Raptors detected up ahead. That was impressive, Rappy.
Yeah, totally amazing. Super duper amazing.
Commander, I recommend that we aim for a preemptive strike.
Okay, I'll leave it to you.
Roger.
Yeah, I approve of that kind of a strat. Catching the enemy by surprise.
I'm counting on you, Master.
Target eliminated.
Going round. Let's keep going.
Staring at the two intently.
Bubbles. Wait a moment.
And not gonna lie, with the power gap between the enemy's combat power on story mode versus my team, this is pretty much going to be equivalent to the battles from pretty much events, especially the way to use battles.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
So these battles will go real quick.
Whoa.
It'll be a different story, of course, on normal, but of course, I'm going to need to complete those and any EX battles and such, so that way I can actually really stockpile the gems.
Amazing, right? Feels like we're a band of rapture hunters.
Impressive. I I've gone up against a few raptures in my time, but you guys are on another level.
I'm not gonna be forgetting that anytime soon, I can tell you that much.
Okay. You all make me blush. I'll only allow further compliments for the next 5 minutes.
We've been through a lot up on the surface.
Yeah. That's pretty much an understatement.
You're the ones who defeated the members of Exotic, right? You also bested the heretics. Seems like you really excel in cooperative battles as well.
What are you bringing all that up for?
Nothing, it's just... they seemed practically invincible.
Of course we're good at joint battles. We're good at everything. Especially Anise. Did you know that she goes by Fighting Bull?
Don't mess with the bull or you'll get the hordes. Anyway, you never answered my question, Liveryn.
Huh?
You know, about why you'd ask a NIKKE to handle a delivery when a robot could do it.
Sure.
Can we just move on from this?
Yeah, she's kind of hiding something, I think.
Sorry, no can do. We're on this mission together, and I want to know.
It's because robots are incapable of flattery.
Huh?
Many of our clients are high-ranking individuals.
Like those in the central government?
We deliver the requested items and make the handoff as dramatic as possible. We also read from the script that the client dictates. This is from so-and-so. May it be of assistance to you in your time of need. Stuff like that. People are always pleased to get gifts like this, and they usually end up gushing about this and that as a result. When that happens, it's up to us to do our best and match that energy. Because our clients are all high on the totem pole, it pays quite well.
And there are a lot of people who want this sort of thing?
Oh, many. A whole lot. There are a lot of people in the Ark with too much time and money on their hands and are craving a bit of excitement. It's because of them that we're able to maintain our vehicles and wear the nice clothes that we do.
I see.
Anyway, I'd like to hear your story too, Elegg. Considering that we're on this mission together, I'd like to know more about you as well.
Well played.
I didn't mean anything by it. I just want to be a good listener, that's all.
The Electric Shock Squad specializes in electronic devices with a particular focus on hardware production and maintenance. I'm in charge of energy efficiency and energy utilization. The Ark is currently lacking in many things, and energy is no exception. I volunteered to come up here and try to figure out a way to resolve the energy crisis. Who knows? These crystals might end up proving to be a good catalyst.
Maybe, but there is those crystals that pretty much do the opposite and actually absorb energy. Basically from anything else with an electronic source.
Does that answer your question?
Fine. I should have known that a professional like you would have had a suitably elevated reason for doing what you're doing. Not at all similar to a simpleton like myself.
Would you look at that? They only just met and they're already getting on like a house on fire.
Maybe so.
If that's how you read it, I'm happy for you.
Right.
Exactly.
What's coming? You should have visual contact soon. Exercise extreme caution.
Roger.
Oh, boy, my heart is pounding. I feel like my core is going to burst.
I feel the same! There it is!
Liveryn points ahead of us. What seems to be a massive condensed pillar of light is piercing through the ground and soaring up into the air. Although the concentration of the crystals is rather sporadic and not particularly dense, they nevertheless emit a near-blinding luminescence. That must be it.
Elegg, run an analysis on the local vicinity.
Will do.
Elegg pokes at her tablet.
No toxins present. Appropriate oxygen levels. No unidentified components. Nothing especially noteworthy, except for the fact that the alpha particle concentration is remarkably low.
All right, you're up, Hammering.
I wonder if the crystals are capable of absorbing alpha particles.
Gotcha.
Hammering walks forward and stands in front of a crystal.
Looks like an ordinary crystal to me. It's awfully dense. Not terribly dissimilar from quartz. But there's something strange. Everyone, come take a look.
What is it?
Is it okay to get closer?
It's fine. The exterior surface is extremely smooth. So I don't think there's any gas or liquids coming out of this thing. Just to be safe, though, the commander shouldn't get too close.
Good call.
We cautiously move towards the crystal. Once we're close enough, we immediately notice a certain cluster of crystals. Oh, yep. Which are distinctly at odds with the rest of the formations in the vicinity.
What an unusual pattern.
Yeah, there's a circuitry pattern that I made mention of that are on the pretty much on the large crystals on the map.
This reminds me of something. What was it called again? Damascus.
Is that some kind of curse?
I get it. Damascus. Very funny.
At least someone appreciates my jokes.
A word of warning, don't encourage her or else you'll end up regretting it.
Yeah, Nice probably has a point.
But it was funny, really. Continue, Hammering.
Looking at its exterior, it resembles something you'd see in the quartz family.
It seems like it has some sort of light flowing through it.
Yes, there is some luminescence there.
Is it natural?
Hard to say.
This pattern. Don't you think it resembles circuitry you'd find in a machine? Exactly.
I was thinking the same thing. Should we take a moment to check?
Elegg extends a wire from the tablet and presses it into the crystal. Or presses it to the crystal.
Electricity is flowing through it all right, and a whole lot of it.
Does that mean it's a machine?
The notion that electricity can only flow through man-made machines is a fallacy.
Yeah, especially given the fact that raptures exist.
It flows through living organisms as well.
This, however, doesn't appear to be a living organism.
Interesting.
What is it?
The tablet just shut off.
The battery ran out?
Why didn't you charge it earlier?
Just a second. I should have a spare battery.
I've got one too. But that's strange. I could have sworn it was at 80% only a moment ago.
Hammering, can you glean anything else from the exterior of this thing?
Nope, that's about it.
Yep, most likely it came in contact with one of those crystals that absorbs energy.
If it's all right with you, I was gonna collect a sample.
How do we go about that?
I'll crack off a small piece from the end.
It's a bit primitive, but it'll get the job done.
You betcha.
Please, go ahead then.
I suggest you step back, Commander. In fact, stand behind me.
Is that really necessary?
You never know. There could be gas trapped inside this. Pieces could go flying once I break it.
Liveryn and Elegg both take a few steps back. Neon moves behind Anise.
What are you doing?
It makes more sense for someone bigger to stand in front.
Then why don't you go behind Hammering?
She's too close to the crystal. It's dangerous.
I'd take a few more steps back if I were you guys. Actually, hide behind cover. There's no telling what could be inside this thing. The worst case scenario would be that whatever's inside reacts unfavorably to oxygen and it explodes.
And if it does, what'll happen to you?
I've got a sturdy noggin. If something goes wrong, just make sure my head stays intact.
Roger.
A few moments later, everyone except for Hammering is hiding behind cover, with only their heads peeking out.
All right, I'm going for it.
Hammering raises her hammer and lightly taps at the crystal.
Duh! It's much harder than I thought. This is way tougher than quartz. This is more like a diamond. All right, I'm gonna really give it some juice with this swing.
Just as Hammering is about to swing her hammer down,
Rapture detected. 400 meters out. Heading straight for you.
What? This feels like it was planned.
Don't engage in combat near the crystal. You don't know what will happen if the crystal breaks.
Roger.
yeah, from what little I do know when it comes to the crystal region, I know that in terms of Rapture bosses, there's at least 2 that I believe that are kind of linked to the crystal region. One being Mirror Container, one of the main Rapture bosses in Interception, in the Anomaly Interception, and arguably one of the biggest pains in the butts to fight in Anomaly Interception. Then the other would be Crystal Chamber, I believe is the name. Well, that boss came around, I believe, as a solo raid a little while back, I think.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
Rapture fragments are flying towards the crystal.
Miss Hammering!
Did I ever tell you that I always wanted to be a baseball player?
Hammering focuses on the fragments which are hurling toward the crystal, then swings the hammer with all her might. Hammering's swing misses, and the fragments of the Rapture shatter the crystal and roll on the ground.
Looks like you'll have to keep dreaming, Hammering.
Anise, get behind me!
No, you get behind me!
That. Everyone, take cover.
It's too late. Get behind me, Commander.
Everyone get down. Huh?
Huh?
Nothing's happening.
Phew, that startled me.
Yeah, my glasses nearly fell off.
That really scared the heck out of me.
Guess we overreacted.
Guess so.
What was that scream just a moment ago? Was that supposed to be some kind of signal?
Hard to say.
I'll check if any toxic substances were released when the crystal broke.
Elegg connects the portable battery to the tablet.
I'm not picking up anything.
How does that thingamajig work anyhow?
It analyzes airborne particles. The range is somewhat narrow, but it's still quite useful.
Can you add that function to my glasses?
Depends. Are they traditional lenses?
No, they're display monitors.
Really? Then it's worth a try. I'll get back to you on that.
Ooh, then I'll have a new ability, Supervision. I can call it something cool, like Vision Eye!
Yeah, that's pretty much foreshadowing to her overspec name, Neon Vision Eye.
The last thing you need is another thing to prattle on about. Also, Vision Eye? That doesn't even make sense.
I'll take one of these broken pieces.
Hammering holds up a crystal fragment.
It's not emitting any light.
You're right. If it's not coming from the circuitry, then where... No electricity is flowing through it either. Still, we should take it back with us.
Are you sure? It feels compromised at this point, so, huh?
The crystal fragment Hammering is holding suddenly turns gray. Then crumbles and disintegrates.
What the?
What happened? Did you accidentally crush it?
With my bare hands? How could that be possible?
Let's try and pick up these other pieces. A moment later, after attempting to break off other pieces of the crystal to take as samples, the pieces all disintegrate without exception. Hammering moves to take one of the crystalline fragments stuck in the ground, but eventually gives up when she finds it unwilling to budge even an inch. Seems there's not much else we can do at this point.
I think it'd be prudent to return and organize a separate investigation team.
Yeah, let's do that.
Just a moment. Can we head a little further inside? According to the map, there should be more crystals ahead.
I'm game. Me too.
Are you sure it's not too dangerous?
It wouldn't hurt to take a peek. We might be able to obtain a proper sample inside.
We all came here because we needed the work. If we return empty-handed, they'll send in another team to investigate. Then we'll be left jobless yet again. We at least need to bring back a proper sample. Or some other kind of finding that will turn heads. If we go back like this, we'll just be labeled incompetent. And on a personal note, this is a completely new type of crystal we're dealing with. I'd hate to leave after just getting a taste of it. Whatever this thing is, we could be the first to discover it. We'd be fools to pass up such a golden opportunity. Regardless of whether or not we collect a sample, don't you want to satisfy your curiosity? I'm asking you. Please, don't make me beg. I don't want to keep living a servile life where I'm at the mercy of the whims and fancies of other people. If I don't want this to be my last hurrah, I need to make a name for myself during this mission. Of course, that poses a risk, but anything is better than crawling back to the Ark and having to stroke other people's egos day in and day out. I'd rather die up on the surface than return to that. I at least have some pride left in me. So please, I'm begging you. Let us explore a bit more.
Rappy, how much risk does the crystal pose?
None, as far as we can tell. It's not toxic, isn't composed of any harmful substances, and doesn't pose any risk of explosion. At present, it's simply an ordinary crystal, albeit with peculiar patterning.
Okay. Let's continue the search. We're going deeper.
Roger.
I'll continue to provide backup.
Appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm thinking Elegg is kind of suspicious like me that there's something that Liveryn isn't exactly telling us. Yep. Route 66.
It is not becoming to rush.
Coming. Everyone, over there! Doesn't that look like a cluster of crystals to you?
Sure enough.
Let's go.
You got it.
Elegg and Hammering rush over.
Elegg seems awfully enthusiastic all of a sudden.
Now that we know the crystal isn't dangerous, we can carry out our investigation without stepping on eggshells the entire time.
True.
She's motivated. That's something you only get when your back's not against the wall.
But you seem even more motivated than her.
Me? Well, perhaps. My motivation consists of avoiding the worst-case scenario, so I'd say it's closer to desperation. Elegg, on the other hand, is driven by the pursuit of knowledge, so it's a bit different for her.
Personally, I don't think desperation is necessarily a bad thing.
True. When you're between a rock and a hard place, you tend to push yourself.
Exactly.
That's why we're coming along, to make sure no one stretches themselves too thin.
You're all far too kind to me.
There's a time and place for self-deprecation. I don't think this is one of them.
I've been that way my entire life. It's the only way I know how to communicate.
Were you like that when you were human?
I don't remember, but most likely. People don't change. Not really.
If you really feel that way, I guess I won't be able to change your mind.
I presume you feel that people can change?
Yes, always.
You talk as if you've experienced it.
Over here, guys!
Well, pretty much. Rappy is pretty much speaking from experience because she did definitely change over time. And a good bit of that was thanks to Red Hood. A good bit of that was thanks to Red Hood, and then, of course, afterwards, Anise, Neon, and the Commander.
Coming.
Liveryn runs over. Is Liveryn setting off any alarm bells for you?
Yes. Despite her seemingly negative attitude, she is indeed interested in exploration. She's also the one who convinced us to continue with the search.
Do you think she's after something?
Definitely. Although, I'm not sure what that may be.
Considering the recent incident with Exotic, I'd say it's well within reason to be wary.
Just saying we should be cautious.
Exactly. Everyone stay on your toes.
Roger.
A moment later, Elegg and Liveryn are in the midst of an area densely packed with crystals. There's a rapture trapped inside crystals. In the center lies a broken rapture. It looks as if it were intentionally placed on top of the crystals, and the limbs appear to still be convulsing.
Do you see this?
This is gruesome. Are you trying to figure out how this rapture died? You're made of tougher stuff than me.
Not that.
Look a little closer.
Is there something unusual?
Yes.
The rapture twitches. And after a while, the light in its core begins to diminish.
Unable to detect any signs of life.
This is a bit much.
It definitely isn't pleasant, that's for sure.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the crystals pretty much came up from underground and skewered the rapture from underneath. Kind of akin to something Diamond and Ben would do as Diamond Head.
Elegg, what are you...
An eerie groan resounds and the crystal starts to expand. But then stops after a while.
What is this?
Yeah, that might be the first sign of those parasitic crystals.
I'm not sure. It did this before.
Did the crystal glow just now as well?
Yes.
Could it be using the rapture as nutrients?
I don't think so. Externally, at least, the rapture seems unharmed.
Yeah, if it's more or less drained of all of its energy from the core.
Could it be some kind of virus?
Yeah, the crystals kind of act almost like a virus, though pretty much more akin to a parasite without it acts as an organism.
Potentially, one that reacts only to a rapture. Nothing happened to us when we touched it.
Does this mean we could weaponize this thing?
I would not recommend it. Shifty, report what you just saw.
How should I formulate the report?
Exclude any speculation and report exactly what you saw.
Understood.
Let's keep going. While we're at it, I should do some experiments. Hammering, can you help?
Of course.
Yeah, like I said, that's probably your first sign of the parasitic crystals. The same crystals that were used to take down a section of gluttony in the 2.5 anniversary.
Have faith. I will protect my people.
I will finish this quickly.
Go play a little longer.
Let's see.
Ooh, it's so hot out.
And we got the two over there. And then this last battle, and then the boss.
Moving to the designated location.
They are humanity's enemy, and so I shall defeat them.
I'll let you know Miss Hammering and I have turned up so far. These crystals absorb the energy of anything they have physical contact with for an extended period. If the crystal touches anything that has energy flowing through it, it'll suck it dry and proceed to expand.
Yep.
The reason for this expansion seems simple in that it allows them to occupy a wider surface area. Do you all recall how my tablet ran out of power before? It wasn't a charging issue. The crystals simply drain the energy from the tablet.
Do you have any evidence to support that theory?
I ran several experiments with my backup batteries and got the same result each time. Completely drained. I even touched the crystal myself, and sure enough, my core output dropped ever so slightly. If I had kept my hand on any longer, I would have ended up like our rapture friend from earlier.
You experimented using your own body? Your pursuit of knowledge is unmatched.
I did pay a price for it, however.
Yeah. It could have been worse. What do you mean? Elegg shows us the palm of her hand.
Notice anything unusual?
Oh my goodness! What are all those holes in your hand?
How did you notice so quickly? Anyway, yes, there is a preponderance of small holes on my hand.
Have any of them pierced all the way through?
Yes, or at least they attempted to do so. These crystals clearly wanted to absorb all of my energy and chose to use my hand as an entry point to my core. Once I removed my hand from the crystals and cut off the power supply to it for a while, I was okay.
But what if there's a fragment or something left over in your hand?
There's no need to worry about that. I've conducted experiments which cover that. Hammering, could you explain?
Of course. These crystals absorb energy from other sources and store it inside.
And they then convert into electricity.
Yes, which explains why they've got electricity coursing through them. The disintegration we saw earlier is when they run out of electricity. Think of it like a plant going without water. They're dying because of a lack of nutrients.
Now that I am hearing more of Hammering's voice, not gonna lie, I think I could be wrong, but Hammering's VA does sound similar to the VA for Mrs. Miss from the 3.5 anniversary. It could be the same VA.
In other words, my hand is fine because I cut off the nutrients.
Another thing of note, the isolated fragments crumble, but the ones stuck in the ground seem to be fine. So I did some digging. The crystals are all interconnected.
So, all the crystals in this area are connected underground?
Seems like it. Just like tree roots.
So that means...
There has to be an origin point for these bad boys.
And I suspect one of two potential sources, either mirror container or crystal chamber.
I propose using a rather simple method to find it.
But then that begs the question, if those two are the source of the crystals, how is it that they themselves are not absorbed by those crystals, but yet other ruptures are?
Let's say we run into a particularly large crystal shard up ahead. If we cut it in half, one half will shatter, whereas the other half will remain intact. If we proceed in the direction of the side that remains intact, we might end up reaching the source of all these crystals. Also, while further investigation is required, I have a premonition that there is a flowing current within the crystals. Suppose these crystals are like the roots of a tree. Then nutrients will circulate inside, with the reference point being their center. We can do this. I'm sure that we can find the origin point of these crystals.
I think it's possible as well.
Why do you think the crystals are here to begin with?
Good question. The only thing for sure is that they're here, and so are we. So, it's up to us to find out why and how it is that they came to be here. One thing is for certain, they didn't occur naturally. They were clearly placed here intentionally by someone.
Yeah, so potentially either mirror container, crystal chamber, or hell, maybe even red shoes, aka mirror. It wouldn't surprise me. Given all the crap that Red Hood's clone has been involved with, even as far back as Arc Guardian, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, honestly, if she had some role to play in this.
Shall we?
Commander, the disruptive elements have been removed. Maybe continue that now.
It is not becoming to rush.
Encounter. I think here is good.
Since there's only one way in?
Precisely. And the entrance is quite wide, which makes it suitable for a campsite.
I'll go deploy the decoys then.
You know how to do that?
Of course. I may not have been up to the surface as much as you, but I'm not completely unfamiliar with it. Also, my role is to trace the best route for us, so I'm good at picking the best spots to set up the decoys.
All right then. I appreciate you doing this.
I'm just doing my job. You don't have to make it sound like I'm going out of my way.
Let's go together.
I'll be fine. You should rest.
It's okay. It'll go by quicker if we work together. Then we can rest. Shall we?
Okay.
Liveryn and Anise move out.
Are we sleeping here?
Yes.
Is there a problem? Are you particular about where you sleep?
Yes, but that's not what I'm worried about. You never know when or where those crystals might target us.
There aren't any nearby.
Are you sure?
Positive. As long as you don't go to sleep hugging them, you'll be just fine.
Okay.
Are you always this on edge?
Naturally. It's the best way to increase your chance of survival and success. Exercise caution and strike at the opportune moment. I also noticed that you fall asleep in no time flat. And you snore like a jet engine.
Will that affect your sleep?
It won't be an issue. I wasn't planning on sleeping anyway.
Getting some sleep would be a good idea.
It's okay. I got plenty of sleep before coming here. I'll keep watch so you all can catch up on your shut-eye.
Elegg, are you unable to sleep because you're too amped up? That'd be yes.
It's that obvious, huh?
I noticed how excited you were after seeing the crystal. And you seemed much more expressive than when I first saw you.
It's an incredible thrill to finally lay my own eyes on something I was told about endlessly during the mission briefing. Do you think I'm getting too emotional about all this?
No, I like it.
So that means you like me?
Typical master. Just blurting out whatever he feels.
We'll take turns keeping watch. I'll go up first. Should you find yourself unable to sleep, we'll keep watch together.
You don't mind?
Shifty,
Yes, Commander?
how is Reclamation Site 01 doing?
All quiet. Surprisingly so. I didn't expect the optical camouflage to be this effective.
Then take a break.
I was about to enter standby mode anyway. We'll be monitoring Reclamation Site 01 in alternating shifts, so don't worry.
Sounds good. You did well today.
As did you, Commander. Mr. Commander, may I see that?
See what?
The operation device.
I take my operation device out from my ear and hand it to Elegg.
How long have you been using this? When was the last time it was maintained?
I can't recall.
It's on its last legs. The connections are about to fall apart, and the parts are all worn out. Would you mind if I make a few repairs?
By all means.
Just a moment.
Jeez. For a while, only the sounds of hammering, snoring, and Elegg tinkering with my operation device can be heard.
Finished.
Then... Huh? Huh? The status panel on my operation device has been altered. There appears to be something moving on the screen. I lean in to get a closer look. Oh no. She installed Boom on it, didn't she? Elegg. Is this a video game?
What?
I didn't think I'd get found out that quickly, but you've got some eagle eyes on you.
She put frickin' Boom on it. What is it?
This is Boom, a classic FPS. It's the father of all modern FPS games.
Yep. NIKKE's version of Doom.
The entire
file size is only 28 megabytes, but it's still more fun than most of the games out there today.
But why? How did you...
If it's got a screen, you can run Boom on it. It's just common sense.
Yeah, that's her mentality and principle when it comes to her obsession with Boom. I mean, hell, in Boom the Ghost, she literally installed Boom on her swimsuit top. So there's pretty much like next to no limit of where she could put Boom on. I'm not so sure about that.
Well, it's the truth, so don't you forget it. By the way, this is more than just a title screen. You can actually play the full game. Although, you don't have a controller. I'll make one right now. Let's see. Gotta get some spare parts.
It's okay. I'll play it later.
Are you sure? It's really fun. I also installed it on Miss Rappy's weapon adjustment correction screen.
What?
Why didn't you do that? Rapid checks her gun.
Not bad, eh? Like I said, if it's got a screen, I can install that game.
Oh boy.
Please erase it.
Exactly, Rappy doesn't need the distraction. Oh. I'm good to talk now. Oh, she's messaging someone. You're late. Oh, sorry. Today was really busy. I wasn't able to steal I wasn't able to steal away at any point. Anyway, I'm finally alone. I told them I was out setting up decoys. Then, how are things going? There are too many uncertainties, and so it's taking more time than anticipated. Would you be okay if you had to wait a little longer? I didn't ask that question to get a useless response. I'm sorry. I'll proceed as quickly as possible. Alright. The task at hand is of vital importance, so the reward will be accordingly ample. Thank you for that. I'll wait for more information from you, but I won't wait forever. Do you understand? Yes, I understand. Yeah, she's working with someone. The question is who?
What are you doing?
Oh, some delivery requests just came in. I was dealing with the customers.
You sure are busy.
Just trying to survive. I'm just happy I got work.
How often do you have to work?
It depends. We usually tend to get pretty bogged down during the holidays. But other than that, it's scattershot.
Must be tough. Are you done dealing with your customers?
Yeah.
Then let's head back. We should get some sleep so that we're well rested tomorrow.
All right.
There's just one thing. As far as I know, there aren't any holidays coming up anytime soon. And yet, you're still so busy?
Well, like I said, it can be pretty random. Guess I got lucky.
Really? Glad to hear it.
Yeah. Me too.
The next day.
What's going on?
Why do I have a feeling that she put Boom on Anissa's glasses?
Neon.
Or Neon's glasses, rather.
My eyes are acting strange.
She probably installed Boom on there, didn't she?
What's wrong?
Some kind of game is taking up my vision.
God damn it. Yep, she did. Elegg put freaking Boom on Neon's glasses. Ugh, god damn it, Elegg.
There's a game screen on your glass lenses. Boom!
Why is that ancient game? Is this some kind of cutting-edge VR technology? The graphics look a bit outdated for that, though.
Elegg.
Yep.
I upgraded your glasses while you were sleeping. I've given you the honor of being able to play a masterpiece of gaming up close and personal.
Oh,
I don't
God.
want a game. I want supervision. I want vision eye.
You should really reconsider that name.
It's like you say that, but it ends up becoming her overspec name.
Actually, I meant to ask you, where did you get those glasses anyway?
These? I've had them for as long as I can remember.
They're extraordinary. The frames are made of cutting-edge and lightweight materials. The lenses are in fact a high-performance visual display. I've never seen anything like it. The internal OS has a ludicrously large capacity, and it's being utilized to the max. There was barely enough space left to install Boom.
I have no idea what you're going on about, but can you just get rid of this game and bring my glasses back to normal?
Just tap the top of your frames twice and it'll shut off.
Can you make it so that I can tap the sides? It'll look way cooler that way.
I'm telling you, you should look into that eyewear of yours. They're no ordinary pair of glasses. What's that on that wall over there?
What's wrong?
What is it?
Yeah, what'd she see?
Over there!
I look in the direction Elegg is pointing. Over on the walls, which have been to our back and sides, densely packed clusters of tiny crystals have formed. None of those were there last night.
Could they have moved over here? Don't be absurd. Crystals don't have legs.
Maybe they have detachable legs?
At this point, I don't think that's totally outside the realm of possibility.
More like it kind of spreads like, pretty much like moss.
Maybe the crystal formations were already here, and they've only just now popped out since we were here for a while.
You mean they move in order to consume nutrients?
I've been thinking, and these things seem less and less like a type of ore.
What are they then?
Don't they seem more plant-like to you? It has roots, dies as soon as it runs out of nutrients, and actively moves towards acquiring said nutrients. If that doesn't describe a plant-based life form to a T, what does?
It all checks out.
Just as a precaution, I'll contact the Botanic Garden Squad. I'm on good terms with them.
That sounds like a good idea.
Commander, how should we proceed?
Let's keep going. If we sense any danger, we'll head back.
Roger.
Yeah, I have a feeling that as time goes on, we'll probably find out who Liveryn was in contact with. Maybe.
Believe in your king. Victory will be ours. Wait a moment. Engaging. Let's not down with those who threaten. Now is the time of true beauty.
There we go. Yeah, those tower raptures, they're arguably one of my least favorite raptures to fight.
Why don't we go play a little longer?
Especially in turn. Actually, funny enough, on the current floor of the Tetra Tower that I'm on, basically the mini boss enemy of that happens to actually be one of those tower enemies. And the reason why I hate those particular tower enemies in particular. That was an interesting effect.
All right,
But
not there.
main reason is that
I knew that.
if they're alive on screen long enough, they'll spawn a bunch of like miniature raptures that actively will more or less make it to where your squad won't actually activate their burst skills. So there will be their icon will be on the right hand side of the screen, but there will be a constant like swirling, almost like a timer wheel on it. And basically they're completely locked out from activating their burst skills. And when it comes to like the really challenging fights, especially those higher level towers, it becomes a pain in the ass and to actually take care of it. So, and even when trying to prioritize that tower to kill it quickly, I still end up dealing with its mini-me's, and then my team basically gets wiped out as a result.
Getting narrower.
So, effectively with that floor, I more or less need to get my team stronger if I'm gonna just more or less pretty much get through the metaphorical DPS check.
It wasn't like this on the map. Then again, I guess we can't expect all the details to be exact.
Especially since it's a map displaying an aerial view from above.
Is it just me, or are we totally screwed if any raptures come at us from either side?
I'll watch the rear. I'll need someone else to help.
I'll join you.
Thanks.
By the way, watch your step, everyone! This place is flooded with crystals.
Yeah, the crystals dot almost every inch of the ground and walls. We can't touch anything.
I don't even want to think about fighting in a place like this. If we were sent flying and fell into a crystal cluster, we'd end up being drained and then dying. Just like that rapture we saw yesterday.
I was thinking about that actually, and I believe it can be solved quite easily. All we've got to do is remove our heads.
What?
If we're between a rock and a hard place, removing our heads will solve the problem. The crystals would ravage our bodies and suck them dry. But so long as our heads remain intact, we'll be able to stay alive.
An interesting theory, but how many people are actually going to be willing to go through with it?
Why would there be any hesitation? It's 100% the safest and most foolproof method.
Miss Hammering, have you ever died before?
No.
Neither have I, but I think it's something more severe than being solved simply by removing a body part.
Mm-hmm.
The Counters are hardened warriors, so maybe they've experienced something like that before?
Yes, I have.
Me too.
Called it.
I haven't because I'm so amazing.
Yeah.
Could you please explain to Miss Hammering on how difficult dying is?
Yeah, of course, and Neon still doesn't know that she got nearly killed by Indivilia when she was brought back thanks to Nihilister.
Dying isn't an easy thing. Even more so when it's by your own hand.
Did you hear that, Miss Hammering?
Really? I guess I don't know since I've never been in that kind of situation. I guess I'll find out when I'm faced with it.
Ideally, you would never have to face a situation like that.
Very true.
The best way to deal with this sort of thing is to prepare for the worst.
I've imagined the worst case scenario in my head countless times. But when it comes, I never deal with it the way I'm supposed to. Not like when it's during a simulated battle.
Yeah? What is it that you imagine?
Don't ask. It's so bad that I can't even say it out loud.
Okay.
Shifty, what's ahead of us?
The downtown area. This city used to be a moderate-sized trade hub. Other than that, there was nothing particularly noteworthy about it.
After we pass through here, does the path end?
I can't be certain. Even this narrow path we're on now wasn't on the map. I did find something unusual though. The map indicates that there's something massive just on the outskirts of the city. However, any further statements without visual confirmation would simply be conjecture.
Okay, let's keep going then.
Roger.
Yeah, because at the end of this map, it looks like kind of the entrance to a mine. So maybe that's what she's referring to. Would make sense.
Don't worry, I will protect you.
Reloading. I will finish this quickly.
What a truly beautiful story this was. I am most pleased with it.
Alright, we got one more battle to go through, that being the boss. So, being said there's this, hatch there, I'm assuming that leads to here, so I can backtrack to potentially over here. Possibly for maybe an EX battle? I'll find that out when I go through on normal, but for now, let's see about completing the last battle for chapter 27.
Quickly wrap this up and go play in the water.
Out of curiosity, is that by chance the last bit for 27? Yep. So after this, chapter 28 is unlocked.
Let's quickly wrap this up and go play in the water.
Though, not sure yet if if we'll go immediately to chapter 20 after this battle, but we'll find out shortly. After moving forward for a while, our path is blocked by a massive iron gate. In front of it, raptures are piled high. Interspersed amongst the pile are crystals which are emitting a lambent light.
Holy moly, are these all raptures?
Yes, more victims claimed by the crystals, it would seem. What is it?
I'm taking a closer look at these raptures, and something seems a bit strange to me.
Tell us!
The amount of corpses increases the more we move forward. Judging from the direction in which they've fallen, it seems to indicate that they were heading towards us. Shifty mentioned that there's a city beyond this narrow path, right? It reminds me of a train station.
Why are you talking about trains all of a sudden?
People often commute to work using the train, yes? They gather at the station, and when the train doors open, they all rush to get inside. It's a mass of arms and elbows, and the few people who manage to break through the crowd are able to get inside the train.
I think I get what you're saying. That a throng of raptures came from that city up ahead and crammed themselves in through this narrow path?
Precisely. The only curious thing is that why would the raptures leave a wide open area and cram themselves into this confined path?
To escape from something.
That's the only way it makes sense to me. Something happened in the city beyond, and I think the raptures tried to escape through this path.
Commander, many of these raptures have damaged parts. Their legs and other appendages seem to have been crushed. It's as if they collided with something, or were trampled upon.
So, a bunch of raptures ran away? Is their programming even capable of that?
But what could they have been running from?
If I had to fathom a guess, potentially it could be one of the four beasts. Which, I don't know if the four beasts could technically be classified as heretics or not. Because, again, I haven't really experienced these later chapters, so I don't know all the ins and outs when it comes to them, but the best I can tell is that they're more or less effectively another faction of individuals that will essentially be involved in terms of the overall story.
Everyone? Up ahead of you, 3 o'clock, on the wall.
I don't see anything.
The crystals over there have been moving for some time now. It's hard to see clearly behind the pile of rapture corpses. But those crystals are gradually approaching, that much is certain.
What? So the crystals really do move?
Oh my gosh!
Are they coming for us?
Shh! Quiet!
The sound of crystals scraping can be heard. It's now clearly visible that they are closer to us than they were before. Everyone, prepare for battle.
It's here.
Here we go.
Well, let's see who the boss is at Chapter 27. Oh! I haven't seen you before. Unknown crystal. It definitely looks like a previous Rapture and that we've faced before, but it also looks like it was like a variant of that Rapture boss, just more or less like altered / enhanced with the crystals growing from it. The Rapture that was covered with crystals collapses to the ground.
All clear.
Are they really dead?
Oh, they're dead as doornails.
The light in the crystals has been completely extinguished.
The crystal protruding from the Rapture shatters and disappears, leaving the corpse perforated with a myriad of small holes. What the?
Let me get a closer look.
Be careful.
Are you sure it's dead?
I've never been more sure of anything.
Okay. Hammering, help me. I'm gonna open up this one.
Sure.
Its insides are a complete mess. I do see a single trail, though.
What do you mean by trail?
You remember how the crystal attempted to reach my core by entering through my hand? It's the same as that. The path it's created here is a bit wider, though. It's still intact, and it heads straight for the Rapture's core. There's been extensive damage to the core as well. I don't understand this.
Wait a moment. I'm expecting a call soon.
A call? From who?
The Botanical Garden Squad wants to connect with us. I'll patch you through. Hello, I'm Flora from Botanic Garden Squad.
Oh, so this is technically Flora's debut in terms of the campaign. I was only aware about Flora from her event, around the same time that her banner was live.
Hammering briefed me on the situation. I've been receiving continual updates because the crystals in that region are exhibiting plant-like characteristics.
Should we really be discussing this out in the open?
It's fine. This is an official mission that is out in the open. It's just that the Special Commando was the only squad we had available to deploy.
Oh.
Flora, what are your thoughts on this?
Seeing it in person would be optimal. However, since that isn't possible, I've made an informed guess based on the information provided by Hammering. First, I'm proceeding on the assumption that the crystals are indeed plants. We would need to get our hands on a sample or observe it up close to know the details. But in light of that Rapture you all saw, it would appear that the crystals grow from within the Rapture and eventually penetrate through its surface.
Like a parasite?
Exactly.
Yes. The crystals appear to absorb the energy of their host and use it as a form of nourishment. Servant or master class raptures have relatively small cores, meaning they provide less nourishment. For lower level raptures, once their energy is absorbed, they are discarded. That rapture you saw was a Lord class. It has a much larger core and thus significantly more energy. Rather than absorb its energy at one go and kill the host, it seems to have realized that it is better to parasitize and absorb its energy bit by bit. Of course, this is all based on the assumption that the crystals are indeed plant-based organisms. Parasitic behavior is not uncommon in the plant world. In fact, it happens on a fairly regular basis. A classic example would be cordyceps, even though they technically aren't plants.
Why do they exhibit parasitic behavior?
Simple, to propagate the species. Plants are more or less immobile due to their roots. Plants have the ability to extend their roots towards nutrients, but this is a painfully slow process. Therefore, they either feed their seeds to something which is more mobile, or parasitize it.
It's all about expanding their domain.
That's correct.
Could this have something to do with why the raptures ran away?
Unfortunately, I don't know enough at this point to say much. Plants are not aggressive organisms. If they do parasitize, they tend to do it in a clandestine manner, since it's more beneficial for their survival. They do not actively threaten their host.
That's if we're assuming these things are indeed plant-based life forms.
Exactly. That's the key point. While they exhibit some plant-like characteristics, they don't physically resemble them in any way whatsoever.
Okay, thanks for the intel. We'll keep it in mind.
Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. I'd like to be there with you, but things in the Ark are quite dire. If the opportunity presents itself, I hope to see you on the surface.
Thanks again.
You're welcome, and take care.
Let's give ourselves an overview of the situation. These crystals can act as parasites, leeching on Lord-class raptures. In the city up front, there's something that made the raptures run away. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so. Thanks for the summary.
We should get a move on.
Should we continue, Commander?
Yes, let's go.
Roger.
Good decision. No risk, no reward.
All right then. I'll open the door in front of us.
Go ahead.
Hi-ya!
The iron gate slowly opens with a dull creak. On the other side, we are greeted with the sight of a city consumed by crystals. Kind of recognize that background from some of the cutscenes from the Absolute story. But with that, Chapter 27 is complete. In Chapter 28, the unknown is unlocked. Looks like we're going to be going kind of underground at some point. Does that by chance lead anywhere? Say potentially, from I can tell, maybe either here or over here? Not sure. There's even a dock area. Is that just gonna drop that into the water? Or is it just kind of... That's just kind of stationary, I guess. I'm gonna call it here for this video, and then we'll resume in the next one with chapter 28. So, and yeah, the grind is not yet over. So, I will see you all next time with chapter 28. And until then, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and take care.